Most founders want the same thing. They want a brand that pays them 6 or 7 figures, gives them freedom, positions them as an authority, without turning their life into a 24/7 performance. But almost none of them build it that way. Most chase noise, more posts, more angles, more stress, always trying to feed the algorithm, hoping it somehow adds up to $1 million brand. But I did the opposite. Over the last few years, I built a brand that's generated well into the 7 figures. But I did it quietly, calmly, without cold DMs or viral dances or turning myself into a circus act. And today, I want to break down 7 honest lessons I learned building $1 million brand this way. So you can skip the burnout and build something powerful that actually makes your life better. Here's lesson 1. Trust is greater than reach. Most founders focus on reach. They chase followers, impressions, likes. But reach means nothing without trust. Some of my most profitable posts, the ones that led to high-ticket clients, they had under 30 likes because the right person saw it and they thought, yeah, this person gets it. I want to work with them. Building $1 million brand, it wasn't about scaling my audience. It was about scaling trust. That means showing up with content that's calm, clear, and obviously solves my audience's problems. Lesson number 2, positioning is everything. It doesn't matter how good your content is if your positioning is fuzzy. Most founders, they have these clever or bloated taglines. Mine was always clear, direct, even understated. At one point, it was literally this: I help founders build quiet brands that get clients. It doesn't try to impress. It makes the right person stop. That one line, it booked more calls than anything else I did. $1 million brand, it doesn't start with noise. It starts with clarity. Lesson number 3, comments are a lead strategy. I've signed some serious clients just by consistently commenting on the right posts. Not pitching, not showing off, just calmly showing up in rooms where founders, investors, and operators hang out. And then you drop smart, thoughtful comments. Your comments are trust assets, okay? They're micro signals that say, this is how I think. This is how I show up. You can trust me. Most people underestimate this, but it quietly compounds your brand's authority in ways that posting alone never really will. Lesson number 4, quiet social proof is more powerful than loud case studies. Most personal brands, they try to build authority by shouting big wins. 500K launch, tripled revenue in 30 days. It sounds impressive, but it doesn't feel safe. High-ticket clients, they don't want to be your next hype case, okay? What they want to know is how you're going to guide them calmly, privately, without turning them into a brag post. The social proof that built my brand, it was always understated. Very small lines like, helped a founder reposition their brand, booked 5 calls in 2 weeks. Or something like this, guided an operator from scattered messaging to his first 8K retainer. It builds quiet confidence. That's what actually converts. Here's lesson number 5. Inbound is the calmest sales system. When you have positioning, trust assets, and calm proof, you don't really have to chase. You still get sales calls, you still close deals, but they come to you more often. Over the past few years, almost every serious opportunity that landed in my inbox was from people that had seen my posts. They read my comments. Maybe they even lurked for weeks. But by the time we talked, it was done. That's how you build $1 million brand without ever needing to cold DM or spam pitch. Lesson number 6, nervous system safety is non-negotiable. Here's something almost nobody talks about. A brand that pays you well, but wrecks your health, your relationships, your sleep, it is not worth it. I burned out chasing performance once. I learned it the hard way, that if your system relies on constant output, it's already fragile. Now everything I build, I ask myself, does this keep me calm? Can this run even when I step back? Will this still work, even if I only post 3 times a week this week instead of 7? $1 million brand built on calm is actually sustainable. And lesson number 7, the long game is the only game. Building this brand took years, but because it's built on trust assets, clarity, and quiet signals, it's also stable. I've taken long breaks from posting. My pipeline didn't vanish because trust outlasts any one viral moment. If you build your brand around short-term spikes, you'll always have to chase the next hit. If you build it on calm systems, it pays you quietly, consistently, sometimes even when you're not paying attention. So, if you're a founder or an operator trying to build a serious 6 or 7 figure brand, you've got to remember this. Trust beats reach. Positioning is everything. Comments are powerful. Quiet proof converts. Inbound is safer. Protect your nervous system. Play the long game. That's how you build $1 million brand without the circus. If you guys want more frameworks like this, subscribe here on YouTube. And if you want to see exactly how I'm building my own quiet income systems behind the scenes, I write a free newsletter and it's called the Calm Income Playbook. You can get it at natberman.com. Links in the description. All right, I'll see you on the next one.